My dear brothers and sisters, we are all going through tough times in our life. Sometimes we feel like giving up, that it's not worth it to carry on. But we have to remember one thing. We are not alone. We have to cultivate the strength within us, the resilience to overcome all these tough situations that we face in our life. And this strength can only be cultivated by understanding the Bhagavad Gita. Today, I want to share with you one verse from the Bhagavad Gita that will give you the strength to move on in your life. This verse is from chapter 2, verse 47. The Sanskrit is Shraddhavan Labhet Paraksha Janam. In this verse, the Lord says, "He who has taken shelter of me, even though he may be a sinner, shall obtain the knowledge that transcends the darkness of this world." My dear brothers and sisters, the greatest gift that one can receive in his life is the knowledge that can take you beyond the darkness of this world. And this knowledge is called as parakshanam, which means the ultimate truth. It is the knowledge of the self, the atma, the soul. But how to attain this knowledge? This verse gives us the answer. The first word is shraddhavan, which means having faith, placing your complete faith in the Lord. And this shraddha, this faith, is very much important to attain the ultimate truth. Without faith, how can we attain the truth? Just like a seed cannot germinate without water, similarly, we cannot attain the ultimate truth without having faith. So the first step is to have complete faith in the Lord. The second word is labhet, which means you will attain. And who is labhet? The sinners. Yes, my brothers and sisters, the Lord says, even if you are a sinner, if you place your complete faith in me, you will attain the ultimate truth. So never, ever think that you are beyond the reach of the Lord. You may have committed so many sins in your past, but remember one thing. The Lord is the ocean of infinite mercy. He is the embodiment of compassion. Just surrender at His lotus feet, and He will definitely help you. So my brothers and sisters, whenever you are in your tough times, just remember this verse. Have complete faith in the Lord. He is the Supreme Father. He is the Supreme Teacher. He is the Supreme Guide. Just surrender at His feet, and He will definitely help you. He will give you the strength to move on in your life. You know, we all go through tough times in life. We feel stressed. We feel anxious. Sometimes we don't know what to do, where to go, who to talk to. And that's when we need some light, some guidance. And that's why I love the Bhagavad Gita. There is one verse in the Bhagavad Gita that talks about how to find joy. And this verse has 3 parts to it. And I want to share it with you. So Krishna says, if you want to be happy, follow these 3 steps. First, you have to understand what brings you joy and what takes away your joy. This is very important. You have to understand that every human being is different. What brings joy to one person may not bring joy to another person. For example, for some people, playing a game on the phone brings them joy. For some people, reading a book brings them joy. Some people like to dance. Some people like to cook. So first, you have to find out what your joy is. What do you like doing? What makes you happy? And once you've found out what your joy is, then you have to practice it. You have to live it. Don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with others. That's the second point. The second part of the verse is to share your joy with others. You have to practice and you have to share. And the third point, which is most important, is that you have to give up the things that take away your joy. There are certain things in our life that we have to do. We have to work. We have to study. But there are also certain things that we do in our life that take away our joy. It could be jealousy, anger, hatred. It could be overthinking. You have to give up those things. And the verse says that if you follow these 3 steps, then you will always find joy in your life. I'll give you an example. Imagine you're at a restaurant and you order a meal. Now that meal is your joy. You have to eat it. You have to enjoy it. You can't keep it there and get angry, or you won't even touch it. You have to eat it, You have to enjoy it. But sometimes we do this in our real life, right? We see something that makes us angry, and we hold on to that anger. We don't let it go. And then we wonder why we are not happy. The verse says you have to give up those things that take away your joy. You have to let go of anger, jealousy, hatred, and overthinking. So my friends, I want you to take this verse with you and practice it in your life. Find out what your joy is, live it, share it, and give up the things that take away your joy. Swami Vivekananda once said, "The greatest discovery of my generation is this, that a human being can be what he wants to be. He can be anything he wants to be. There is no limit to human ambition. But why are we not what we want to be? Why do we remain ordinary and not extraordinary? Because we don't know how to harness our potential. We are like a ship without a rudder or a boat without an oar, tossed about by the waves of life at the mercy of circumstances. But there is a way. And the way, according to the ancient Indian scripture, the Bhagavad Gita, is the power of now. The power of now. What does that mean? It means to live fully in the present moment. We waste a lot of time regretting the past or worrying about the future. But the truth is, the only time we have is now. The only reality we have is now. The only life we have is now. We must fulfill our duties, but we must do so with a pure heart and a clear mind, without any expectations or attachments. We must perform our actions with the mindset of a selfless worker, a true karma yogi. When we live in the present moment, we are fully engaged in what we are doing. We are not distracted by thoughts of the past or future. We are not carried away by emotions or impulses. We are not bound by the fruits of our actions. But how do we live in the present moment? How do we harness the power of now? The first step is to be aware of our thoughts, feelings, and actions. We must observe them without judgment or attachment. We must understand the nature of our mind and the world around us. We must see that everything is in constant flux. Nothing is permanent. Everything changes. Everything sooner or later will come to an end. Only one thing is constant, and that is change. The second step is to detach ourselves from the outcomes of our actions. We must not be attached to the results of our work. We must not worry about what happens after we die. We must not grieve over what has already happened. We must accept whatever comes with grace and gratitude. The third step is to surrender our ego to a higher reality. We must realize that we are not the doers. We are not the creators of our destiny. There is a higher intelligence that guides us, that directs us, that protects us. We must surrender our ego to that higher reality and live in harmony with it. So friends, the power of now is the key to our fulfillment. It is the bridge between our desires and our destiny. It is the path to our true nature. Let us practice it in our daily lives and become what we are capable of becoming. There is a very famous quote by the legendary Steve Jobs. He says, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." It's a great quote. It's a motivational quote. But many of us still go through our days without really knowing what our purpose is or why we are doing what we are doing. And that is where today's episode of the Happiness Program is going to help you. Today, I am going to share with you how to find meaning in your daily life, the Bhagavad Gita way. So let's try and understand from the very first verse of the Bhagavad Gita, which is very, very famous. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. These are the four Puranas, the four goals of human life. Dharma means righteousness. Artha means economic development. Kama means fulfilling your desires. And Moksha means liberation. So according to the Bhagavad Gita, these are the four goals of human life. And unless you connect your daily activities with these four goals, your life will be meaningless. Your life will be purposeless. You won't be able to find meaning in your daily life. So for example, if you are a student, your primary goal should be to learn. That is your dharma. If you are a businessman, your dharma is to be honest in your business. If you are an employee, your dharma is to do your work diligently. If you are a government servant, your dharma is to serve the people. So this is how you can connect your daily activities with the goal of dharma. The second goal is artha, which is economic development. For example, if you are earning money by doing business or by doing a job, you should earn not only for yourself, but also for your family, for your society. And this is how you connect your daily activity of earning money with the goal of economic development. Thirdly, there is kama. Kama means fulfilling your desires. And remember, these three goals, dharma, artha, and kama, should be fulfilled in a balanced and moderate way. If you are a young man, you have many desires, right? You want to enjoy life. You want to fulfill your desires. And if you are a woman, you have certain desires. But according to the Bhagavad Gita, these desires should be fulfilled in a balanced and moderate way. And the fourth goal of life is moksha, liberation. And the Bhagavad Gita says that you can attain liberation by doing your duty without attachment. So these are the four goals of human life: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. And by connecting your daily activities with these four goals, you can find meaning in your life. I invite you all to take a few moments with me to explore the timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. We'll start with a simple exercise. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, let go of all distractions, and bring your awareness to the sound of my voice. Imagine yourself in a peaceful place, a serene landscape that brings you a sense of calm and tranquility. Allow any thoughts that arise to come and go like clouds in the sky, knowing that you have the power to choose where you focus your attention. Now bring your awareness to your body. Notice any areas of tension or discomfort and consciously relax those muscles. Feel your body becoming heavy, your limbs sinking into the ground beneath you. Imagine a warm, soothing light enveloping your entire being, promoting healing and relaxation. As you continue to breathe deeply, reflect on the impermanent nature of life. Just as the seasons change, so too do our joys and sorrows, our successes and failures. This impermanence applies to everything we experience, including our thoughts and emotions. The wise man, according to the Bhagavad Gita, is one who does not dwell in the past or worry about the future, but who focuses on the present moment. Now is the time to awaken to your inner strength and wisdom. You are not merely a passive observer of life, but an active participant. Your thoughts, words, and deeds have the power to shape your destiny. Take charge of your own karma. Make conscious choices aligned with your values and aspirations. Just as a skilled driver navigates the complexities of traffic, you too can steer the course of your life. Don't be overwhelmed by external circumstances. Instead, harness the power of your own mind. Your intellect is your greatest tool. Use it wisely to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. The Bhagavad Gita reminds us that we are all capable of great things. Within each of us lies the potential for greatness. It's like a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Nurture your talents, develop your skills, and pursue your passions with unwavering determination. As you continue to meditate, visualize yourself as the embodiment of your true self, radiating confidence, courage, and compassion. Embrace the divinity within you and allow it to guide your actions. Trust in the divine plan and surrender any fears or doubts you may have. Take a few moments to express gratitude for the gift of life, for the opportunity to explore your inner potential, and for the guidance of the Bhagavad Gita. Carry the peace and tranquility you've cultivated within you throughout your day. So today, this episode is going to be very interesting because we are going to see how we can master social media and not get addicted to it. You know what happens is that nowadays people get up in the morning, first thing they do is check their mobile phones. They want to see who has commented on their post or who has liked their post. And then you start replying to people. You start commenting on people's posts. And this is how your day goes by, just by seeing other people's posts, commenting on it, and liking it. And at the end of the day, you feel so tired, so drained out. You don't have any energy left. Why does this happen? Because you are attached to those likes and comments. So how do we master social media and not get addicted to it? For that, we need to understand the essence of what Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita talks about two types of people. One is called as the man who is called as the Jithasthita. The Jithasthita means he who is situated in his own self. He is the one who is enlightened. And the second type of person is called as the Mithya Karan. The Mithya Karan is the one who is deluded. So what is the difference between these two people? The difference is how they react to the changing situations. For example, if someone praises the Jithasthita, he doesn't feel very happy about it because he knows it's not permanent. Similarly, if someone criticizes him or if something bad happens to him, he doesn't get upset. But the Mithya Karan, on the other hand, is very happy when someone praises him, and he gets very upset when someone criticizes him. That is the difference between the Mithya Karan and the Jithasthita. Now, how can we apply this concept in our daily life? Especially when we are talking about social media, right? So now, for example, let's say you posted a beautiful picture of yourself on Instagram or on Facebook, and you got a lot of compliments. Now, if you are a man of wisdom, you should not get too happy about it because you know it's not permanent. Similarly, if someone criticizes your picture or if someone makes fun of it, you shouldn't get upset. Because what is in your control is you're posting the picture, and what is not in your control is how people are going to react to it, right? Because people are different. Some people may like it, some people may not like it. So why be upset about it? Why be too happy about it? Just accept it and move on. This is how you become a Jithasthita. This is how you master social media. Once upon a time in ancient India, there lived a young warrior named Arav. Brave, skilled, and disciplined. He was everything a warrior should be. Yet there was one thing that constantly troubled him. His heart was never at peace. Every time he stepped onto the battlefield, a strange emptiness followed. The victories felt hollow, and the praise meaningless. He often asked himself, "Why do I fight? Is this all life is, battle after battle?" His restlessness grew, until one day his kingdom prepared for war against a neighboring land, a land where many of Arav's cousins and childhood friends lived. That morning, standing on the battlefield, Arav's hands trembled. His bow slipped from his fingers. His eyes filled with tears. "How can I fight them?" he whispered. "What is the point of victory if it means destroying everything I love?" He left the battlefield and wandered deep into the forest, searching for answers. There, he met a wise sage meditating under a Bodhi tree. The sage welcomed him and asked gently, "Why do you carry such sorrow, my son?" Arav poured out his heart. The sage listened quietly and said, "Your confusion is not weakness. It is the beginning of wisdom. Just like Arjuna, the great warrior of the Mahabharata, you are standing at the crossroads of dharma." Arav sat still as the sage opened a tattered scroll, the Bhagavad Gita. He read aloud, "You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty." The words struck Arav like thunder. The sage explained, "True action comes from a place of peace. Not ego, not fear, not anger. The battlefield is not just out there, it is within us. Fight not with hatred, but with purpose. Do your duty with love and detachment. That is the way of the yogi." Arav finally understood. His inner battle was greater than any war outside. He returned to his people, not as a warrior driven by pride, but as a servant of peace and justice. When the war came, He did not fight to destroy, but to protect. His mind was still, his heart steady. Be like Arjuna. Be like Arav. Listen to your inner Gita. Choose the path of conscious action. That is where your true power lies. If this story touched your heart, do like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from ancient wisdom. Thank you.